Hi girls, this is Miss Page here. Happy Friday. Today is May 15th, and our icon statement for today's ELA lesson is I can compare and contrast information within a text. Okay? So, what is compare and contrast? Another words that I like to use for compare and contrast or that you might see is same and different or similarities and differences. Okay, they're very similar to compare and contrast. So if you're going to compare something, you're going to note or compare the similarities or differences of something. So whether it's a person, place, a thing, an item, event, whatever you're comparing, you normally have two things that you're comparing, and you're going to note the similarities, things are the same, and you're going to notice things that are different between them. Okay. And contrast really means to make the differences clear. Okay, so whether they're a difference in the person, and when you're contrasting, you're really making them clear. Okay, in the bottom left of our screen where it says similarities and differences, that is called a T chart. On one side you list all the similarities of whatever you're looking at, and then on the right hand side you compare all the differences and you list them there. We will look at a T chart in more detail. And then on the bottom right hand side of the video, the circles there, that is called a Venn diagram. It's very similar. You're organizing the information you can get from the text. The outsides, excuse me, on the outside you have the differences, and on the middle you have what's the same. Okay, and that's how you list your information on there. So keywords to look for when you're searching through your text, if the question asks you to find similarities and differences or to compare and contrast the information you may have, you can look for these keywords. On the left, the words like, same, both, the same as, similar, as well as, that shows things are similar. Okay, they're words you can use to compare something. When something is alike, okay, both girls have blonde hair. Jenny is the same as Stacy because they like to play outside. Okay, and on the right hand side there's contrast words, which shows there's differences. The words like differ, unlike, but, instead, although, and while, those words show that there's a difference. I have two pet cats. One cat likes to go out and chase mice, while the other cat likes to stay indoors and lay on the sofa. Okay, so that shows that there's a difference between the two cats. And it's important we search for those words in our text to make sure if we're identifying similarities or differences. All right, let's practice. This is a T chart here, and on the T chart we have the left side is for similarities, the right side's for differences. So let's have a look at Stuart and Kevin. Kevin and Stuart are both minions. They love dancing, eating bananas, and socializing with each other. Stuart loves to style his hair in a middle part, whereas Kevin likes to spike his straight up. Both wear their blue overalls. Kevin loves to show off his overalls, but Stuart does not. Okay, so we want to go through and we want to think what is the same about both Stuart and Kevin and start listing those in our similarities side. I also highlighted the word both and the word whereas, because both tells me that there's similarities, but whereas tells me there's a difference between the minions. Okay, so let's have a start with the similarities. Similarities between Kevin and Stuart, as they are both minions. Okay. Another similarity is they both love dancing. They both love eating bananas. And they both love socializing with socializing with each other. Okay. I know the word both are minions tells me it's both Kevin and Stuart, and also the word they tells me that both of them, they is more than one, so they means both Stuart and Kevin love dancing, love eating bananas, and love socializing with each other. That wasn't just Stuart and it wasn't just Kevin. That was both of them together. Okay, next up is some differences because Stuart loves to style his hair in a middle part. That's not Kevin, that's Stuart. Okay, so Stuart loves to style his hair in a middle part. Whereas that means there's a difference because Kevin loves to style his hair in a spike straight up. Okay? Both wear their overalls, so that means I need to go back. Excuse me. That means I need to go back over to the similarity side because they were both wearing overalls. Not just one. Both of them wear overalls. Back to a difference. Kevin loves to show off. Overalls. Stuart does not. Stuart doesn't show them off. Okay? And that is our similarities and our differences there. Okay? So we can see in our T-chart, sorry, I want to get that off. Our T-chart, similarities and differences. From our text, we can see that they're both minions. They both love dancing. They both love eating bananas. They both love socializing with each other. And they both wear overalls. Okay? But we can see that Stuart loves to style his hair in a middle part. Kevin loves to style his hair in a spike straight up. Kevin loves to show off his overalls, and Stuart doesn't show them off. Okay? We got that from our text, and in our T-chart, it just makes it really clear what our similarities and differences are between the two minions. That is what we're comparing and contrasting. Okay, let's have a look at our example from our Venn diagram. Okay, Hex and Jones are tiny monsters. They are only 3 inches tall. They live under an old crooked bridge. Hex loves to come out in the daytime to try to capture some tasty animals to eat. However, Jones sleeps all day. At night, he is active and loves to explore all the small areas he can fit into. Okay, so we are comparing and contrasting Hex on the left side, Jones on the right side, and in the middle of our Venn diagram, we will put what they both have. So we can say, to start off with, the easiest way to do this is start going through your text in order. So Hex and Jones are tiny monsters. That's something they both are. Okay, so they're both tiny monsters. Okay, they're only 3 inches tall, so they're both 3 inches tall. Okay, you don't need to put in full sentences. You can just list your information in a diagram like that. They live under an old crooked bridge. Okay, both of them live under an old crooked bridge. Okay, Hex loves to come out in the daytime. So this, it's not saying both or it's not saying they, it's saying Hex. So loves to come out in the daytime. And he tries to capture some tasty animals to eat. So Hex tries to capture some tasty animals to eat. Okay. However, this shows me that there's going to be a difference between Hex and Jones. However, Jones sleeps all day. Okay, that's different than Hex because Hex loves to come out in the daytime. Jones sleeps all day. At night, he is active. So Jones is active at night. Okay. And he loves to explore all the small areas he can fit into. So loves to explore all the small areas he can. Okay, this is our completed Venn diagram. We're comparing and contrasting Jones and Hex. They are both tiny monsters. They're both 3 inches tall, and they both live under an old crooked bridge. However, there's differences between the two monsters because Hex loves to come out in the daytime, and he tries to capture some tasty animals to eat. But we know that Jones sleeps all day. Jones is active at night. and he loves to explore all the small areas he can fit into. Okay, that again is a different way to show, and it compares and contrasts the two characters or the two monsters that we are looking at from our passage. Okay, now it's your turn. Choose to represent your information on a T-chart or a Venn diagram. So on a sheet of paper, either draw a T-chart or a Venn diagram. Then you're going to complete your organizer based on the paragraph below. So you're going to fill out your T-chart or your Venn diagram based on the paragraph below. Once you're done, send a snapshot to your teacher. Okay, we look forward to seeing them. Here is the paragraph that you're going to use to complete your T-chart or Venn diagram. Molly and Sparky are both loving pets. They are always there to listen when you need someone to talk to. Molly is a black and white poodle, whereas Sparky is a full black beagle. Molly's favorite game is fetch, but Sparky is a couch potato. Both pets are similar in one way because they love showing their paw for a treat from their owner. Okay, so go ahead and either complete a T-chart or a Venn diagram, just as I did as in the examples. Send a picture, and we look forward to seeing them. I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday and a great weekend.